Mark Davis. Patriots, we are in a special moment in our nation. It's a moment in which we must be engaged, one that requires us to focus our attention and energy in ways in which we can seek to produce a result that is favorable to the resistance of those who would change us and radically move us away from the principles that made us great. Our nation has been the target of a deep, dark, sinister plot to fundamentally transform our society into a godless system sourced in the imagination of men. We are witnessing the fulfillment of a Fabianistic strategy set in motion at the beginning of the 20th century and has reached its first phase of culmination in November 2008. And we have been on a fast track towards something that is the antithesis of what our founding fathers intended for this nation. And for many of us, we are aware of that. And we have been engaged in trying to understand it. And I think our effective actions and our effective movement has to be tied into knowing what it is that we're facing. The better you know your enemy, the better you are, and the better chance you have of defeating your enemy. I want to submit to you that we are facing, obviously, an attempt to try to socialize our nation, to change us into a socialistic paradigm. Most of us here recognize that. But what we don't recognize is the extent to which they have been effective in infiltrating our institutions in order to radically change who we are. I want to share with you a quote from Joseph Stalin. I think that helps to frame the discussion for us even tonight. Joseph Stalin, looking at America, said this, quote, "America is like a healthy body, and its resistance is threefold. Its patriotism, its morality, and its spiritual life. If we can undermine these three areas, America will collapse from within." Joseph Stalin said that, looking at America and seeing the strength of America. The strength of America is in its patriotism. The strength of America is in its morality. The strength of America is in its spiritual life. Don't you dare forget those three realities, because those are the three areas where the Bolsheviks have attacked us and where they are tearing away at the very fabric of who we are. And if we ever allow the political correctness of the liberal left to convince us that we do not need to deal with the social issues, the moral issues of our nation, and only camp out on the economic issues, we will have lost the day. We can have economic success and still lose this culture. When we see divorce on the rise, when we see the redefinition of the family, when we see viral diseases on the rise. Ladies and gentlemen, families are being destroyed in America, and we're concerned about the economy, and rightly so, we should be. But the economy in and of itself will not fix what's going on in America. We have been infiltrated to be destroyed at the place of our patriotism, our morality, and our spiritual lives. Most of you know about Antonio Gramsci. He looked at the Karl Marxism or the Marxist design, and he says, we can't win if we try to do a revolution, an armed revolution in America. You can forget it. He says the best way to defeat America is to infiltrate its institutions, to infiltrate its churches, to infiltrate its government, and to infiltrate its business. Men and women, they have targeted those three areas. And this is why I believe it's important for us tonight as we think about how we can move forward and how we can go into this fight knowing how to win this fight. if in fact they have targeted those three areas, the family, our government, and businesses, then our strength and our effort should be targeted towards reinforcing those three areas: the family, free market enterprise, and our Judeo-Christian heritage here in America. If we're going to win the day, we must undergird those three areas again in America, and we can win the day. Our families are in trouble. Our businesses are being undermined by an environmental movement that has stifling regulations and red tape that keep businesses from doing the kind of thing that they need to do in America. That is to innovate and to create. It's not happening because the government, through the Environmental Protection Agency, is destroying business in America. Is it any wonder that most businesses in America are looking to operate across seas and not here in America? It is happening because they cannot keep up with the regulation and the stifling regulation that the environmental movement has placed upon them. And needless to say, our Judeo-Christian heritage is under attack. We have been redefined. We're redefining marriage. We're redefining morality. We're embracing political correctness. We are embracing human secularism, and we're discarding the very thing that made this nation great. You cannot talk about American exceptionalism apart from the Judeo-Christian heritage. They are inextricably linked together. Our success is because of our heritage and our faith, and our faith has made us great. And we must return back to that ethic, re-embrace it, re-engage it, recast it back again into the public square, and stand boldly on those principles that have proven to make America great. America is great because of the founding principles, and the founding principles are sourced in the Bible, in the Word of God. And we shall not be ashamed of that truth. If we're going to rescue America, we need only to do one thing: look back at the founding principles, look back at the start of this nation, and we'll see the success that we have. If we have a proven track record, a track record that is undeniable and irrefutable. America is great because of those principles. America is great because of our faith. The other side knows that, and that's why they have been attacking our morality and attacking our family and attacking our Judeo-Christian ethic. And they're winning the day. I'll end with this. I want to remind you that there is a titanic struggle that's happening within the conservative movement today. It is one that is framed around the argument that Haley Barbour set forth when he says, well, we don't need to worry about the social issues right now. Let's just talk about the economic issues. Men and women, if we do that, we will definitely lose. May I say to you as a pastor and as someone who studied the Bible for a long time, that our economic struggle is tied into the fact that there's moral decadence and decay that is happening in America right now. We will not turn our economy around until we turn our morality around. Greed in the public square, selfishness and hedonism is destroying America. And the only answer to that is a spiritual answer. It is one found in a right relationship with the author of life, that divine creator who imparted to us the unalienable rights given to every man and woman and boy and girl on this planet, because we're made in the image of God, the Imago Dei. And so we must fight in the Tea Party. We must fight to regarner in this nation our heritage that is sourced in the Constitution and in our faith. God bless you.